Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Planeswalker Party Commander deck from Commander Masters. It's definitely a party, but we're all players invited. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to go through the deck here. It was actually uploaded on MTG Goldfish. Now, tabletop price right now is actually less than the Sliver deck, which is surprising because there are some pretty good reprints in here. I will admit, some pretty good reprints. A lot of these reprints, what I'm talking about, land base, probably should have been in the Sliver deck, and I feel like these were omitted just because they wanted to make sure the value is well distributed amongst all the commander decks, which is kind of odd because you're looking at a 5-color commander deck. Why are we putting in these tapped lands? They even said before that they don't want to do that, right? That was a statement directly from them. So, you're looking at a product that's definitely premium at these price points, and they want to kind of shift the focus and pretend like it's not quite a premium product when we all know it is at this price, unless inflation really is that bad. But I digress. Let's take a look. So, of course, we have the commander that was spoiled at first, and that was Commodore Guff. We have Caretaker's Hawk. We have Cartographer's Hawk, and this is a reprint. Fog Bank, a decent reprint. So we're getting a lot of not quite Planeswalker cards. I guess you can't have them all be Planeswalkers, obviously. Grateful Apparition. And then all the blacked out cards here that you won't be able to see right now, I'll show you after, and these are going to be the new cards. We're just going to go over quickly all of the reprints. Areskos Explorer, Thummingbird, Flux Chandler. We have Wall of Denial, another wall. Mangara the Diplomat. We have Silent Arbiter. Spark Double, originally from War of the Spark. Deep Glow Skate. We have Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs. Narset Enlightened Master from Khans of Tarkir. Interesting to see that. And here are the Planeswalkers that they had reprinted. Jace Beleren. Jace Mirror Mage, probably the worst Jace there is. I think personally a pretty bad one. Narset, a great uncommon. Saheeli Sublime Artificer. Johnny Steadfast. We have Chandra Torch of Defiance. Actually, this card at one point in Kaladesh, this is like the most expensive card. This was more expensive than most of the masterpieces at some point. That is crazy. Right now it's sitting at $3.74. Jace, Architect of Thought, another card, a 50-cent Planeswalker, Nahiri the Harbinger, a Planeswalker that's worth $1. Narset of the Ancient Ways, $1.21. The Wanderer, uncommon Planeswalker, 45 cents. Gideon Jura, 69 cents. And they have Sarkhan, the Masterless, is 59 cents. Chandra Awakened Inferno, 12. That's the most expensive Planeswalker. Wow. Chandra Awakened Inferno. Okay, so $12.35. Elspeth Sun's Champion, $4.20. Now we have some spells here like Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshares, 2 great removal spells. I can't believe how cheap Path to Exile is now. It used to be like a $5 uncommon all day, $5 to $10. Repeated Reverberation, Semester's End, 50 cents. Promise of Loyalty, 59 cents. Urza's Ruinous Blast, 49 cents. Deploy the Gatewatch, a $1 card. Blast Attack, $2.23. Not a lot of value, but a great card in the Commander format. Artifacts, here we have Soul Ring, of course, Wayfarer's Bauble, Arcane Signet, Azorius Signet, Boros Signet. So we're getting, looks like a full lineup of the Signets. Felwar Stone as well. That was also reprinted in the Sliver deck. We have the Talismans here, Talisman of Conviction, Creativity, and Progress, all around the $1 to 50-cent mark. Honor Worn Shaku. We have Nevinral's Disc. We have the Chain Veil. That is the most expensive inclusion. I think this is the most expensive reprint in the set. So the Chain Veil, great to see there. Norn's Annex. Then we have some enchantments here like Oath of Gideon, Oath of Jason, Oath of Teferi. Obviously, they all came out in the Oath of the Gatewatch block. So pretty good to see them. Makes sense, the inclusion of the deck flavor-wise and also the feel of the set. Mechanically, lands, we got Cascade Bluffs. So this is the crazy thing. The land base for this is by far the best I've ever seen in any Commander Precon. We have Cascade Bluffs, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Forge of Heroes, Frostboil, Snarl. This is from the this is the Strixhaven block lands. We have Interplanar Beacon, Karn's Bastion, Mobilized District, Mountains, Myriad Landscape, Mystic Gate. That's like a $12 land almost. That's crazy to see there. Mystic Monastery. Then we have Port Town, not a really great rare. We have Prairie Stream. We have Reliquary Tower, Rugged Prairie, Skyland Expanse, Temple of Enlightenment, Temple of Epiphany, and Temple of Triumph. So a little bit of a shock for players. I think they were expecting a lot more, considering if you scroll down, the Sliver Swarm deck, which had a lot of negative attention adjusted towards it, was a $367 deck according to the secondary market in demand right now. So that is crazy to see. Half the value right now at least. We don't know. Some of the cards haven't really been updated yet price-wise because they're new, but right now it looks like the value, it might be close to the Sliver deck. Let's take a look at the new cards though. So that was something I did not show you guys yet, and you guys can take a look. We have Teo, Geometric Tactician. It's a legendary planeswalker for 2 generic and 1 white. You and target opponent each draw a card for its +1 ability. It actually has a stagnant ability as well. When Teo, Geometric Tactician, enters the battlefield, create a 0/4 white wall creature token with Defender and Flying. And then its -2 is choose left or right until your next turn. Each player may attack only the nearest opponent in the last chosen direction and planeswalkers controlled by that opponent. Next up here is Sparkshaper Visionary, 2 generic and 1 blue, and it's a creature human wizard for 0 attack and 5 toughness. Okay, so at the beginning of your combat on your turn, choose any number of target planeswalkers you control until end of turn. They become a 3/3 blue-red creature with flying, hexproof, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 1. And then we have Vronas, Mask Inquisitor, another planeswalker. Vronas, Mask Inquisitor is a legendary planeswalker with 5 loyalty. Its a +1 ability is up to 2 other target planeswalkers you control phase out at the beginning of your next end step. Its -2 is for each opponent. Return up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls to its owner's hand. Its -7 is target artifact you control becomes a 9/9 construct artifact creature and gains vigilance, indestructible, and this creature can't be blocked. And the other card here, that's another planeswalker, is Chandra, Legacy of Fire. So we're getting 2 Chandras in this deck. Actually 3 Chandras. My god. Definitely one of the most pushed planeswalkers out there. So 4 generic and a red. At the beginning of your end step, Chandra, Legacy of Fire deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of planeswalkers you control. Its +1 is add 1 red for each planeswalker you control. Its 0 ability is remove a loyalty counter from each of any number of permanents you control. Exile many cards from the top of your library. You may put them, play them this turn. Okay. And then we have Liori, Spark Touched Hunter. It's a legendary creature elemental cat. So interesting that this is in the Planeswalker deck, but it's actually a really good card. This is the one I was surprised most by. For 3 mana, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 white, it's a 3/3 flying vigilance, and whenever Liori Spark Touched Hunter deals combat damage to a player, choose a Planeswalker type until end of turn. Whenever you activate an ability of a Planeswalker of that type, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for that copy. Wow, okay, so probably the most exciting new card that they released in this deck. It's not a planeswalker, but it is a card that definitely adds a lot of value to all the planeswalkers you have on board. But nonetheless, crazy spoilers today. Now, a lot of players are still upset with the value so far. You know, I feel like they're walking it back. They really push these as like premium product, which I think they still are compared to regular precons, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section, but it just feels a bit off. I was really hoping for more value, but again, you know, this is we're in 2023, and this is a lot of Hosetown stuff going on right now with this. Let me know though what you think so far about the precons that were spoiled. Do you think this is better than Sliver Swarm? Do you think Sliver Swarm is better? I'd like to know your thoughts about that, because this card right here, Sliver Hive, was one of the cards everyone thought would have been included, and then this thing jumps up like 250 to 300% in like one day. So that reminds me, because Thursday is the day the Eldrazi's get spoiled, and now I want to bring this up to your attention. Do you think they're going to omit Eldrazi Temple in the Eldrazi deck the way that they've omitted this one? I don't know. I can tell you right now, if they don't have Eldrazi Temple in the Eldrazi deck, it's probably going to shoot up in price. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below and comment. Let me know what you think about this Commander deck, and I'll see you in the next one.
Use promo code Mattcaster for 5% off your order at Face to Face Games, Canada's largest Magic the Gathering store. Qualified orders get free shipping Canada-wide if you use our promo code Mattcaster at checkout. Whether you're buying singles or sealed product, use our code to support the show and get a discount.